Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. This is episode 2 of Riffs, Ballad of Fate. Real quick, wanted to make sure you know if you've seen in the chat, the panels are all now working links on the bottom. So, while all of them but the schedule are working links, and the music one will take you right to a playlist for the music, the theme songs for both this song and American Summer, which will premiere on Thursday.
Nice.
All right, Ooh. Kevin.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing tonight? My name is Kevin, and I'll be your GM. My setup's a little weird tonight, so please excuse my difficulties. I blew up a computer. Okay. So, we'll be playing riffs tonight. First, let's go around and just say who we are and what we're playing real quick. And I'm going to start with Peppermint. Nerdy.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Sorry.
Nerdy Teddy, and I will be playing Peppermint.
All right, and gonna move down to the kid.
Hello, my name is Evan, and I'm playing Crocodile Kid, but you can just call him Kid.
All right, Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Freya and sometimes Rohan.
And Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting, and I'm playing Greeks.
All right. So previously, a aquatic goblinoid, a blacksmith, a futuristic-looking blacksmith, a forest dweller, and a spy found themselves on a train. They found themselves in a tavern. The tavern was on a train. The train was on a ley line because the train was magic. At some point, the train exploded when it was attacked, and the demons that powered it were unleashed. The group helped get people to safety, and there were some black chitin armorous things looting the train. And our spy hid during that while some big giant angel thing came out with a magic sword and whooped the crap out of them. At some point, one of the black clad things dropped a box which exploded, sending a burst of ephemeral colors wisping through all of our heroes. The group gathered the people, including a juicer who had been badly injured, and were taking them to the nearby outpost of Knuckle Bucket, hoping to stay there for the night and then move on towards Dwomer. The group is moving not too quickly because they've got injured with them, and there's about 15 or 20 of them, I said? About 20 people. But you've come to a place where you can probably rest for the night, as long as you all promised to assist. Now, here's the thing. The group also recovered a box, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes,
Probably.
Freya has it.
Okay.
I forgot which color hit me. Was it green?
Me and you were the same,
blue.
and I think it was green.
Greeks got hit by green.
Okay.
And yeah, whatever thing went through us split and hit us both at the same time, or something.
Yeah.
And the horse. That's right.
We're
Buckthorn
ghost
the horse
brothers.
got hit by. Yeah.
Ghost Brothers.
Okay. You met out front of the town was Lucien O'Neill, head of security. And he says, "Welcome to Knuckle Bucket. We don't have a ton of space for y'all, so gonna clear out one of the barns. You can rest in there for the night. We don't have facilities for all y'all. This ain't no long-term place. We have provisions. We got we got shelter, we got provisions. It's a small town. So, if y'all behave yourselves, don't cause no harm, you'll be fine for the night. I wouldn't recommend staying any longer than the night, because can't guarantee we'll be here in 2 days."
The town won't?
Yep. Well, parts of the town will probably still be here, but most of the town will fade, as they call it. We're a fade town.
Okay.
Every now and then, the town slips into another dimension.
Alright. Where do you go?
That's a very
We don't
good question.
really, we don't know. It just ceases to be for a little bit, and when we come back, not much has changed for us. Sometimes. One time someone said they saw some just like cloudy blueness, but whatever. I ain't here to talk metaphoricals with you.
Well, we thank you for letting us use your town. A lot of these people are wounded, and they just need to get out of the elements for a bit. Some of them I mean, I don't know. You guys handle it however you want. Some of them might need some attention for a while, but I think a lot of us, at least I can speak for myself, I won't be here for too long.
Well, I'll see if I can get Emery sobered up.
Who is Emery?
The doctor.
All right.
I can
so-
probably assist with that.
All right. Well, young lady, you come with me. Rest of the group, see that main barn over there?
Yes.
I got Billy kind of clearing out the cattle from in there. It'll take a couple of bit to shovel some of the stuff away. We do have a couple of beds in the inn, which doesn't see much use, but we got about 7 rooms in the inn, which can hold some of y'all.
The barn's fine with me. I think maybe some of the most wounded should probably take up residence in your inn.
The juicy
Cleaner.
goes, dibs.
Yeah, he's okay. That makes you're pretty toasted. I think that makes sense. Where's the barn?
He points back behind you. So let's go do a description of the town, because
Yeah.
visuals are not my strong suit. So swooping over the town as though you had a drone, you would see walls made out of mostly MDC scrap and containers that have been mostly welded together, and MDC concrete look like giant road dividers
Oh, I love it.
that are about 6 feet tall.
It's like a wasteland town.
A little
Love
bit. Inside the town, you can see a couple of small buildings. There's like a three-story building that has a sign, a large green and white sign that says Samantha, Ohio. Let's see what else is there. There is a big place where there are some cattle in a pen, and connected to the pen is a large, like 15. I'm not sure how big barns are. Very large barn, large barn sized. Imagine a large barn. That's what it is.
That's what you're looking at.
There you do see there is like a 1-story building and with a warehouse connected to it that is the provisioners. And you see another building that looks slightly fancier. It has some wood columns out front. Like it looks like they put some fancy columns, but only made them out of wood for some reason. And that one has a little flag at the top of it that is slightly taller than the inn. And there is what appears to be a old rundown church that has been cleaned up. And the sign out front says "All welcome."
Outside of the church?
Yes.
Okay. Are there a lot of homes here?
There aren't a lot of homes in town. You do see a small section with about another 5 or 6 houses inside the walls.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the feeling that most of the people who live technically in this town live outside the town most of the time.
Because phasing in and out is probably a pain in the ass.
It's pretty safe though, because when you're phased, nothing bad
nothing
can happen
eat
to you.
you. Yeah.
Of course, when you reappear,
So it could be that everybody probably. Well, I don't know, but either way, cool.
Yeah. There are a couple of people around. There is definitely a bunch of kids at the church. It seems like they are running around outside towards the side of the church where there's a tiny playground. Because this wasn't super early morning, right? I think
That was like midday.
It was after sunset.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're
Well, then
coming
the kids
in.
wouldn't be out playing in the churchyard.
Because it took us a while to get here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Because we had to move slow because
So
we were
off
dragging
track.
that big thing and we had a bunch
Yeah.
of survivors walking. You're right. I forgot about that.
All right. The town is mostly made of shades of brown. There's some grass. There's a little bit of pasture, and just brown buildings, red paint on things, white paint on wood. Yeah. Then in the middle of town is a big well. It's a big well with a bucket just sitting above it in the little crank thing that buckets sit in the top wells.
Is it full of knuckles?
No.
All right, close. I would
Are
like
there
to
any
go.
animals in town?
Animals about town. You do see a couple of dogs. There are a couple of cats, but 2 of them have collars. Like of the 3 cats you see, 2 of them have collars. There are birds about. There are mostly beef cattle and a couple of goats. Yeah, cows and goats in the pen. The pen also has like an electrified ridge around it, but it appears to be the electrified part is on the outside of the fence.
I'm gonna head to the barn.
All right.
I'm gonna go help them set up because that's how my mama raised me. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go help them shovel that poop.
All right. So as you head in there, you see a couple of people around. In there is a older woman wearing a flannel shirt, her hair back in a tight white braid. She's wearing big brown gloves and thick boots and is moving a bunch of just shoveling best she can.
Excuse me, miss.
What is it, kid?
I was wondering if that's actually my name. Weird. I was wondering if I'd be able to help you. I understand we're gonna probably try to get a lot of these people in the barn.
Yeah, I'm moving a bunch of stuff around.
You just tell me
I
what
got
you
my
need.
boys moving things in the warehouse. All right. So you can call me Mrs. Halton.
Mrs. Halton.
Yep.
Pleasure
So-
to meet you. I'm Krogahel Kid, but you can just call me Kid.
Will do and already have. So, okay. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Sorry, I'm just a bit grumpy today.
It's fine.
All right. So, yeah, we'll just get sweeping. You look like you know how to move a broom.
Sure do. All right, I'm just gonna get to work.
Yeah. Okay, the rest of the group, if you just kind of like hang amongst the others, a guy wearing the most ridiculous suit jacket, it is a man opens the building with the flag on top. The flag is just like a blue, what do they call them? Pennant. And
What's
it's
that?
it is, look it up.
Okay.
It's a triangle flag, small triangle flag.
Okay.
And he comes out in a suit jacket that appears to be a size too large for him. It is bright yellow, and he is wearing a stovepipe hat, which is black, and walking with a cane. It says, welcome, my fine folks.
Hello.
Yes, it's pleasure to have you all here in Knucklebone. I'm Miles Fisher, proud mayor of Knucklebone, coming on 5 years now.
Well,
This is the most strangers I've seen in a long time.
well, thank you for allowing us in, Mayor.
Yes. It is our pleasure to host you. For how long are you staying?
Well, at least the night.
Oh, for the night. It's our pleasure to host you for the night. Oh,
Do you have any ways to communicate with the Wormer?
I mean, I don't personally, but mostly we just leave other folks to themselves and we keep ourselves to ourselves. And that works out mostly for most people.
It's just that's where we were heading.
Well, it's not too far away, as long as you know how to get in. If your people of good heart, they tend to spot you pretty quick. If you come with ill intention, they probably aren't gonna be so kind on you. But if you mean well, and you're not there for ruckus, which I hope you're not here for a ruckus either, and if you could just they'll spot you on the way over. We do have someone who's been there. I'll call her up right now. and pulls out a communicator. He says, Melinda? You hear just a massive amount of static and the sound of electricity coming over it, and it like shocks him a little. And it goes, what? And he goes, could you come out here for a moment? I'll be right out. So, yeah, where are you folks from?
A variety of places.
Okay.
We've gotten on the train on various places, and
Oh, you on a train?
yes, we were on a train that was headed, and there was a accident.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Everyone, well, I can see most people are okay.
Yes, some unfortunately did not make it.
I mean, I've seen the lightning rail come through. One time it came straight overhead. But, was it that? Because I don't know no other train tracks around here.
Yes, it was that.
Oh, okay. By the way, if you are sensitive to magic, you are on a ley line.
It's good to know.
Yeah, that is a thing that if you are sensitive to magic, you might want to know you are standing on a ley line. All Fade towns are at ley lines. Many are on nexuses. This one doesn't seem to be on a nexus, but in about a minute and a half later, you see a little white and blue like thing coming out of the sky very quickly, and it swoops in on the group, and then swoops up and away. And dropping from the bottom of it is a young woman with aviator goggles with a blue leather jumpsuit, with a brown belt. She's wearing sandals and a tool belt. And she's a human. She's got brown hair, approximately 5'6". Kind of pretty. In her late 30s. He goes, what is it? What is it, Miles? He goes, well, everybody, this right here is our resident technological wizard, Melinda. She goes, it's a techno wizard. Well, you know. He goes, yeah. So what, y'all need a consult on something? I was repairing some things that broke last time we shifted.
Let's see, we were on a train
Uh-huh.
to Dormer, and
You need me to fix the train? How big of a train?
Oh, that was very large, and its power source is beyond repair. Just
It flew
beyond
away.
repair. Greeks, yes. We were hoping to either contact the town or try to find a safe way to get there tomorrow.
What town?
Dormer?
Yeah, I've been. Interesting place. Real interesting place. I might be able to communicate with some people there. I can get word. And at this point, swooping back the thing that flew away, turns out she was riding it like a hoverboard before, but now it lands on her shoulder as a metal hawk. And she acts like nothing happened when that does it. She goes, yeah, I'll get word to some of my friends in Dwemer. Let them know group's coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, I've got a lot of repairs to do. A lot of the hookups, every time we fade back in, some of the hookups are always loose, and it's a pain in the ass, but it's what we do.
So
Do you need any help?
Yes.
Greeks can help.
The Greeks can help? What's the Greeks?
Greeks is Greeks.
Oh, it's a third person thing. Okay, okay, little friend. I like your jacket.
I like your style too.
Thank you. All right, let's go. I've got a bunch of things that do you have to be magically inclined?
Oh, you do?
No, you don't have to be, but are you?
No.
Okay, well, I can still make use of you. There's plenty of, I'm sure you know how to clean the ends of a power terminal. It's a
Oh,
thing
easy.
anyone knows how to do. Yeah. And she's like, well, it's just like that, except it's made out of crystals. So come on.
Okay.
And she leads you off. The rest of the group is kind of meandering about, looking a little confused about what to do next. All right.
Am I still cleaning my barn?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
Well, Freya would probably ask the mayor where certain people can stay and
Well,
help coordinate the movement of people.
okay. So Freya talks to the mayor for a bit, and the conversation breaks down thusly. There's the bar. They've got enough. Like everyone, they'll give a free cheap drink, and like they'll provide a rough meal, but they don't want to tax their. But they're blessed with having a decent amount, but they've been having some problems with their supply lately. They have a local liquor that they will give everybody a try of, and is available for sale. It is called Knuckle Juice.
Uh,
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, grown from local fruit.
I will have
there's
to try
knuckle
that later.
fruit.
Yeah, the knuckle fruit. At least that's what we've been calling it.
Well, thank you very much for your hospitality and helping getting everyone. I know Peppermint is on her way with the doctor and such.
Gotcha. Someone leads Peppermint to. Well, there is pretty obviously a red, like an RX sign on one of the buildings. The door to it is unlocked.
Yeah, I'll knock first.
Are you dead?
Guess so.
Yes, sir.
Are you corpses out there? If you're bleeding, come inside. If you're not, walk it off.
No, I'm here to help you, I believe. This is the medical building, yes?
Yeah, come on. I'm not gonna talk to you through. Come on in.
I'll open the door. Is there... Oh, when I look around, is there a place to brew tea?
As you open the door, first you get hit with the smell of, let's say, anesthetic.
Okay.
And then as you go in, you see this is a messy office, like a classic doctor's waiting room. There's a highlights for children's on the table. And where there would be like a receptionist area is just like a chair, a dentist chair, and a hospital bed. And standing at the desk is a old dark-skinned man, just like the tannedest man, like he had lived his life in the sun. Kind of Edward James almost shaded. I don't know. He's got long, scraggly hair, and it just looks up at you. His eyes are surprisingly intense. You see, there's a little kitchenette off to the side. Goes, what is it?
Well, I'm with the party that just came into town. We were in a train crash. Some of us are injured. And I was told to check on you and see if you were sober enough to help with the wounded.
Yeah, okay. Give me a minute. He rumbles around behind his desk. You hear the sound of glasses knocking. And then he pulls out a bottle, shakes it. You hear two things rattle around. and then he puts the bottle on the counter. It's a white bottle with a red label, and like puts his hand flat on it and like twists, and then like is trying to grab it, and then tries to like use his teeth. He's just like, can you open this for me? It is a bottle of Tylenol.
Yeah, she'll open the bottle of Tylenol.
Yeah, there's 2 left. Give me both.
She pours them into his hand.
He just dry swallows them. Well, but you any good at assisting?
Yes, as long as I'm not very good at surgery, but I'm pretty good at most medical things.
All right, if there's cutting need to be done, I can do it, but we'll see. Don't have any of those fancy psychic doctors around here.
No.
Good
Yeah,
old-fashioned work.
Okay. Yes, I'm not a psychic doctor either. Though, are you sure you're sober enough? I couldn't help you.
I'm sober enough.
Okay. All right. Well, I believe they're getting as many of the more wounded in the inn.
Okay. What's your name, Miss?
Peppermint.
Miss Peppermint. I'm Dr. Albert. So you can just call me Emery.
Okay. All right, Henry.
All right. Let me grab my bag and pulls out an old-timey doctor bag and a white lab coat that has seen better days. There's no blood on it, but it is kind of yellowed from use. And puts that on and heads to the bar. All right, Greeks. Melinda shows you to a series of terminals that connect into the ground in such a weird way. You don't understand what they're connected to. They're connected to some weird-ass energy source that's going through the town, but you know how electricity works. And she says, it's just electricity at this part. Just don't touch any of the blue crystals while they're vibrating. You're muted. Sorry.
Are the crystals vibrating now?
You see 4 crystals. There are 3 orange ones and a blue one that is currently vibrating. And then a massive, like, cable, like the size of a salami, like a tube of salami, going into the ground again. She's like, that connection keeps breaking. So if you could just, I don't know, clean the ends of the diodes, clean the junction. Do you have
Sure.
tools, or do you need?
I got some tools.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. So basically, you're looking at a massive generator that you know enough about what is coming out of this generator, but you don't know where the input is. You don't really know what's powering this. You've been told it's magic. So, but your brain,
But the tube, the salami tube, that's just
straight copper piping
okay.
that needs to be maintained. It's basically an engine. If you just, because you know how engines work, your brain can look at an engine and figure it out. You can't figure this out. This is some crap. Some of this is literally twine that is wrapped around some other crap, shoved in there, and just it shouldn't work. But as long as they're correct, it should just, if you just need to do what you need to do.
Well, I'll touch it anyway, and do I get anything? Do I sense anything with my machine electrical diagnosis?
All right, the system. You kind of a strange thing is going to happen. As you touch it, the world becomes blueprints. You enter the blue blue and white world of the outline of this thing being created. You can feel a resonance from it. You can feel a kind of little bit of life force, but it's not an intelligence. It's not really even a life force. It's just like someone invested a piece of their heart into it. And it seems to be humming weirdly. Like you can tell it's making a discordant note. And then you can kind of see back again that you get the feeling something's a little off with this system that just needs some good repairs.
So the off note that's the malfunction.
Yeah. Anytime you've touched Techno Wizard things, you always get a weird response, and it's always a little different. Because every Techno Wizard is different. So, but here the copper piping needs to be cleaned. The gems need to be realigned, which you don't know any mystic stuff, but you know they should be straight end to end. And a couple of other things that seem mechanical enough for you to repair.
Okay.
So give me any kind of mechanical skill or repair skill. And tell me what the number is, because that's how we're doing it. Right.
Ooh, 98.
You just can't get your mind around this system. These crystals are just quartz. There's nothing like it's just quartz. It's not even that good of a conductor. It's even imperfect quartz. And this weird energy has no source. So your brain kind of can't wrap your mind around it. You're gonna spend a couple of hours here accomplishing enough to make it function, but you're not gonna improve it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll tell Melinda. This is humming weird.
Oh, okay. She kicks it real hard. The entire unit shakes a little. She's like, "Well, that should cover it for a day. But I'll put it third on my list."
Third. What else is on your list?
Well, I can't do number 1. Number 2 is the main junction coming from the dam to the town. But this has to be third, yeah.
Is the junction anything in magic?
Not really. And I haven't had a chance to get out the dam in a while, so I don't know what's happening there, but yeah. That's number 1, is get to the dam and figure out what's happening there. Output should be way higher than it is. I've been having to make do with alternate electricity, and when the magic fades, because we do magic fades here sometimes, when that happens, everyone's got to break out the candles unless we get the generators going.
How far is the dam?
About 2 miles. It's no big deal. I'll
Greece
figure
can
it out.
take a look.
Okay. Last time I was there, though, there were some weird things happening. So you might not want to go alone.
Okay.
All
Good to
right.
know.
Back in town, the mayor is very welcoming, gets everyone inside. The doctor comes out and is grumpy. They bring you into the bar, and there is a bartender there. The bartender is a quick flex alien, which are a gray-skinned, kind of flat-faced. They have no noses, just like 2 little slits. Kind of larger eyes and hair. They do have hair. They are not your typical standard gray alien, but their limbs are a little longer. And they tend to be hyperactive and a little reflexive. Like, they are known to be quicker than others. And the one here goes, "Hello, and welcome to Samantha, Ohio. Located here in Knuckle Bucket. Come on in, everybody." And they after you finish up at the barn, they point you over to get some food and drink at the. You spend a good amount of time working yourself into a tiredness, kid, and
Me?
they send you over to the bar as well. So everyone's pretty much convening at the bar at this point, if you'd like.
So this thing said, "Welcome to what?"
Welcome
Samantha,
to
Ohio?
Samantha, Ohio, at the Knuckle Bucket.
So this bar is called Samantha, Ohio?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I want to go get something to eat. What,
It's better than the original name of the town.
what was the original name of the town?
Hold on. The mayor walks by. Ha! Lovely day! Well, and then keeps talking with someone as he walks past, and then the quick flick goes by. It used to be called Seaman,
Oh man.
but everyone kept
that's
giggling.
rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a sea here. I don't understand why they would name it Seaman.
Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense.
I want to go to Seaman, Ohio, and visit the lovely, I don't know, tiny ass river and dam, whatever. Like, I don't know. But this building had a sign on it when I found it, and so now that's the name of the bar.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I like it. Yeah.
Could I get a glass of water, please?
Yes, we do also have knuckle juice, which is delicious and filling, though strongly alcoholic as well. So I'll start you with the water, and
Yeah. We'll probably keep it at a water.
Okay.
Knuckle juice is the most unappetizing thing I've ever heard. But thank
really,
you. Yeah, it sounds gross.
you haven't traveled far, huh?
Oh, is there worse sounding drinks?
Oh, there's worse sounding drinks
Well, that's something to look forward to, I guess. Thank you.
or dread. Anyway,
Huh?
and goes off to get your water. Around the bar, there are a couple of other people. The doctor is seeing to broken things, helping set them. There's a couple people with like dislocations. Well, you would have set dislocations. There's one or two people that have like an internal thing that he sends back to his thing. Peppermint, give me a holistic medicine roll. And I will roll for the doctor. The doctor, as soon as he gets back from the bar into the OR, into the like little operating room set up in the medical center, is all just like business and orderly, and very regimented.
Roll the 5.
Okay, so you know that there is going to be some minor. The doctor's hands are steady. The doctor is skilled. You can tell that they know what they're doing. You can tell he's old and, you know, a drunk, but is now in business mode. And seems to just be like falling into training and is basically barking orders, telling people, you, here, grab that, clean this, put that in the sterilizer. Just concise, clear orders.
Okay.
And you help out amazingly. You accidentally, or you don't accidentally, you prevent the doctor from making any accidents. At one point, someone had misplaced a syringe where, like, switched up a ketamine and an adrenaline.
Oof. That
Yeah.
would have been bad.
That would have been real bad. But yes, so you go around and assist the doctor in his various. At some points, there's just things you know how to handle better than him. He's good for internal injuries, cuts, bruises, terrible bedside manner. Expects every patient to listen to every word he says, and take it as an order. And you are far better with the minor things and the people who just need, like, concussion checked. You've got all kinds of skills when it comes to actual medicine, just from a different angle.
Right.
Yeah. Greeks, you finish up the stuff you can, and Melinda heads back to the bar with you. The people in the town are nice, but also a little standoffish. Like they don't want to get too close to you all. They're just, wary of strangers. You're getting the feeling.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
Who else is in this bar?
There's like one or two locals. There's one guy who is dressed like a stereotypical farmer, like with the overalls and the straw hat.
Like he looked for those clothes.
Yeah,
like
like
saying, "I want to look like a farmer today."
you
And
know
he
what? I
found
saw
this
an
farmer.
old picture, and I want to look just like that old picture.
He wants to look like that old picture. Yeah, I like that. Oops, taking the box.
And then there's a couple of teens around a jukebox on one of the tables. It's like a miniature jukebox, like you'd see on the table at a diner.
Yeah, I love those.
Except it's sounding like the full place.
Oh, awesome.
It's got like pretty much everything you'd find in a diner in 2007.
Are the teenagers dressed like greasers?
One of them is.
Nice.
One of them is dressed somewhere between a greaser and a emo kid.
Oh, perfect.
It's like a leather jacket, but with the flock of seagulls looking hair.
Yeah. Black thick
And
eyeliner.
And underneath the leather jacket is a mesh top.
I love riffs. This is
And-
the best world. A farmer, these guys.
One of the girls with them has what is clearly Jenko jeans, like the tube pants jeans, and a kind of a halter top with a little caplet sleeves. And her hair is pulled back in a weird with like gel bands.
Weird.
Yeah.
Are any of the other party in here?
The rest of the party is accumulated. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've all been working for a little, except for. Oh my god! Except for brain.
Freya's
No
just
Greeks.
been
Freya's been socializing pretty much, or just like hanging.
socializing, helping people get to food.
Oh, you've been also you helped being like, okay, these are the people that need the beds.
Yes,
Then these are the people that will be fine, no matter what they
Yes.
say and whine about.
yes.
I want to,
At one point, Freya, you go to use the facilities. Here, there are fully working indoor facilities that seem to have, instead of like a flushing lever, there is a light switch that you pull, and there's like a light switch you pull, and then there's 3 shells on the wall that light up, ding, 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 and then there's a flushing sound, and then the waste is gone.
Fine.
weird.
Techno wizard toiletries.
Yes.
There is a working sink and everything, yes. But as you are in there, you are washing your hands and you look up, and the mirror. You could have sworn there was someone staring, like, at the corner of the mirror, but you're in this tiny little room. There's no one else in this tiny little room with you. But for a brief moment, you thought you saw someone in the mirror.
I look around. There's no one else in there.
This is a tiny bathroom.
Kill the mirror.
I just make a note of it and
Yeah.
decide not to destroy the mirror and leave.
Okay. All right.
I would like to be on the lookout for Freya.
Okay.
So if I can see you, I want to wave you over to the bar. Miss Freya.
I'll go over, have a seat. Yes,
Hey.
kid.
I've been meaning to talk to you. So everything that happened there, the guy that I'm looking for, Zarian, I think his sword was there. It was in the control panel of the train, and then it flew. And what was it? It was north, Kevin, right?
Kind of northish, yeah, in the same
Yeah.
direction that the thing that got away went.
The same direction as those things were running with those boxes. The sword went in that direction. I don't know what's over there, but I was wondering if you knew what was over there and what I'm going to be in store for. And also if you knew what those things were. Or if Rohan told you anything, because I know Rohan was fighting them, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Rohan really did not like them.
Okay.
What do I know?
What you know is that you hated them. They were black clad. They were not human. They were basically, it seemed like a single piece of molded armor in different segments just piled on top of each other. But inside, when you would like cut into them, was a thick black blood. They were clearly not human. They made no sound when you cut them. And they bled dark ooze. They moved with intelligence. They are clearly, at very least, you'd assume they were some kind of highly trained thing, if not intelligent in their own right. They were clearly being directed by something else. I should have made you make an intelligence roll for all this, but I'll give it to you because this is weird stuff. But they also are not from here. Every time you look at them, you know they are in the wrong place.
As, according to Rohan, they're not in the right place. They aren't really too sure how else to describe it.
Does that mean that maybe they came through a rift?
Possibly.
Okay. I don't know too much about rifts, but I know that Zarian escaped in one.
Huh. Yes. Things open up and sometimes you fall in them. Sometimes something opens up and something falls out. Sometimes
Okay.
it happens on purpose. Sometimes it doesn't. That's pretty much all I know.
I think this was an on-purpose one.
So you think he summoned his sword?
No. No, I think his sword is going back to him. So I think he's to the north somewhere. Wherever those things went, I have a feeling he's there. Maybe he was working with them for some reason. Do you know why he would have attacked the train? I mean, his sword was in the control panel. I think he attacked the train, and I don't know why he would do that.
Well, there was some very interesting cargo they were taking away.
Oh, okay. What was it?
I haven't had a chance to really look at it. Rohan was able to get part of it.
Oh. Well, should we take a look? I mean, that might...
Oh, not here.
I
With
look
everyone
at the,
around.
I look at the farmer.
Well, isn't there a whole
look at
bunch
the
of other people
greasers.
in there?
There is also some
Yeah.
of the people who
Yeah.
came off the train with you
Oh.
all. There's enough people around that it's a busy place. There is the background noise of conversation happening.
Okay. Should we take it outside?
Well, maybe we. I think we should wait. We can ask Greeks and Peppermint if they're interested in seeing it as well.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I want to ask and see if they know what's north, too.
Do I know it's north
Well,
or
give me a navigation.
land navigation?
Yes.
I have that.
Many useful skills.
Let's see. That's a 61 over 36.
You're not really sure what's north of here. You're because the way the train got knocked, you haven't exactly oriented yourself to where you currently are. Like you're a days out from Dwemer, but that could be anywhere in a large radius.
There's not really too sure which way's north right now, kid. We really got knocked off course.
That's fine. Like you said, maybe Peppermint or Greeks knows. They seem like good people. You know, I could ask them. Let's go find them.
Sure.
Do we have that box with us?
Freya does.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Greeks is at the bar arguing with the bartender.
Oh, you're at the bar?
Yeah, it's just
arguing with the
I thought you were
bartender
talking
with
to, Okay.
Go ahead. What's Greek saying?
Greeks wants a good drink.
Yeah, knuckle juice. It's the best thing we've got.
All right,
I'm telling you.
Greeks will try it.
Okay. Leans down, comes out with what looks to be a carafe of looks like the thickness and color of Sunny Delight,
Uh,
and smells
freshly squeezed from the finest knuckles.
smells a little like you can tell there's alcohol in it.
Ugh.
And he says, well, "Would you like a garnish? Yes or no?"
Garnish? No.
Okay.
I'll take a sip. Does it do anything?
It is alcohol. It is like like I said, it looks and it's the thickness of Sunny D, and it smells and tastes just about as sweet. But it does have a strong alcoholic finish.
But is it strong for Greeks?
Is it strong for Greeks? Give me a roll against poison. Or toxins. I forget what they call it. I think it's poison. I don't have everyone's sheet open because I'm trying not to kill my browser.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you find it tasteful and not strong. It's not gonna knock your ass out.
Ah. No, don't you have something like this at our in the Greeks will put out a torn off label of like Valvoline motor oil?
No, no. I mean, I know I can run and get one, but no. But
do you hide it?
Where do you hide it?
at the provisioners where they sell the oil.
Okay, thank you.
Tractors. Okay, well, bye. Have fun.
I'm imagining Greeks almost just saying like, okay, fine, and then just immediately hauling ass for the front door. Or we're like,
Yeah.
Greeks,
Huh?
and we sort of like chase after him and make it outside. Greeks, we're gonna take a look at what's inside these boxes and see if they can maybe give us a lead on why the train was attacked. Are you interested?
Oh yes, Greeks is curious about the box too. Freya, you have it?
Yes. Where's Peppermint?
I think tending to the sick.
Yeah, Peppermint's finishing up and nearby.
Maybe she's like walking out of the, you know what I mean, wiping the blood off the hands, like walking out of the barn. Oh, I think she's finishing up. Peppermint, we're gonna open the whatever this is. You interested?
Okay, yes.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Okay,
Wait,
so
we're gonna open it?
No, hold on. So Freya would have arranged for at least her to have a room at the inn
Gotcha.
because that is the way she is.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
So it's like, well, I have a room at the inn. We can all go in there if you would like.
It is basically a motel room from Supernatural.
yes, the 70s, like
Perfect.
shitty
Yes.
70s,
Which
yeah.
is much bigger than you think it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, there's
Way bigger.
huge hotel rooms. Well, it's so they can move cameras around, but whatever.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of space for 4 people in here, apparently.
Okay.
So, all right, and I want to take out my hammer. Just lift it up
that's-
over my head.
No. One of these broke and something odd happened. So no, put the hammer away.
Okay.
I like to examine the box and see if there's an actual, just natural way of opening the box without smashing it.
The box looks like a thin, light balsa wood with weird patterns all over it, which could be writing, but none that anyone has ever seen here. There is a gem laid in the top, but there doesn't seem to be any seam.
Do I recognize the gem? Like what it might be?
The gem is, let's just say this one is a ruby.
Have I noticed anything strange about myself since the light hit me?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay.
Though the box looks like it should be an incredibly light box, it is heavy. It's not unliftable, but
touch the gem.
As you touch the gem, you get a kind of faint glow around your finger of green. And you feel, you just feel a little bit of that, but you're not sure.
Okay.
You just see a little bit of green. It's a weird effect.
Want to use object read?
Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. You may attempt to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just go ahead and read me the power if you don't mind. Oh no, I've got it.
Actually, it's it's on page 175 of the Rift's book.
Gotcha. I got it right here. 175. Object read. Psychometry. Psychometry. Holding an object and concentrating. Here's the thing. You are not going to get too much no matter what you try. So go ahead and you will get some information, but you won't get nearly the amount of detail you might get if you read something seemingly normal. You're opening up your mind to this. You're opening yourself to the object.
Okay. I'm trying for images.
All right. Go for it.
Yeah. Nope. 94.
94. You touch the box, and sight is no longer a concern. Existence is around you, and you are aware of it. Sight doesn't matter. Power and thought, and pure thought. And a bunch of, tiny thoughts that are all individual thoughts, and then some kind of one of the thoughts turns into a teardrop, drops to the ground and breaks, and then up from that breaking is connected to your finger a vine, and then you're kind of out of it.
Did it?
That all came at you in less than 1 second.
Great.
So it looks like Greeks just touched the box very quickly and then they pulled their hand back.
Did it
But
shock you?
for Greeks, it felt much longer.
Okay.
So what do we do?
I'll describe what I saw.
Oh,
Sounds like a jumble of nonsense.
Yeah.
did you drink that knuckle juice?
Just a little bit, but I spit it out.
Spit it out. Okay. All right. So this
What
thing,
Freya touches the ruby. Is anything?
You get a faint, red glow around your hand, but it's for you very faint.
could I take out my tongs out of my apron?
Yes.
And I want to try to pluck the ruby out.
You cannot. You may you try. You do not succeed.
Does it like lift the whole box with it?
The more
won't come
eventually
off.
you are lifting the box. It seems to be
Yeah.
as though it were a single object. Though when you move the box around, you can feel that there is an inside with something in it. It just feels like an enormously heavy weight inside.
Does everybody have a crowbar? Do I have a crowbar?
Let's say you have a crowbar.
I feel like can we say the other end of the hammer is like a crowbar? I don't feel like that totally makes sense, but
Yeah,
let's just say I have a crowbar.
You have a crowbar.
You know what? I go back to my truck and I get my crowbar because it would definitely be in there.
Yeah.
I come back. Okay. All right. And I want to wedge it in between and
In
just
between what?
the lid and the.
There is no seam.
Oh. Are there you said it's like pine box, right?
It's like balsa wood, but it's
Fuck, so it's like one.
yeah, you're not even seeing joints on it.
It's not ornate, is it? It's just has the.
It has patterns on the outside in a light. It is like a light wood color, and with swirling kind of patterns of some kind of like very light silver material that it's easy to just dismiss as a sheen. But when you look at it, you start to see a bit of a pattern to it.
What happens? Freya starts to trace the patterns with her finger.
The patterns become more obvious as you touch them, but they do not turn any color. They don't they are easier to see for about 30 seconds before they start to fade back into the box.
Does anybody know any magic stuff? I feel like this is magic stuff. No? All right. I'm going to hit it with my hammer if we can't figure it out.
No. I don't.
I need to find out what's in this box because I need to find out why Zarian attacked that train.
Oh, well, would lore magic help me at all?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try.
It
It's
was
not,
like the thing
I
that
just
Kevin was
realized
waiting for.
I do have
Yes.
this, but-
We're at a locked door. I used the key. Yes, thank
well,
you.
I rolled a 1, so
You rolled a 1. This is some kind of magical container. The container is sealed and will not be opened by force. There is some way to open it. You don't know what it is. The patterns are a part of opening it, but you've never seen magical patterns like this. And you've seen a lot of magical patterns. You've seen wizards' books. You've leafed through them, and you've seen fancy spellcasting, but this is not that. This is some kind of weird brute force kind of magic, but also intricate. Like it's like painting with a fire hose kind of magic, but also an incredibly detailed thing. This is a powerful object.
okay. So
I want to analyze. Oh, go ahead.
I'll I'll kind of make sure that kid's not going to smash it. Just this can't be opened. It's magic. It can't be opened by brute force.
Then do we have another way to open it?
Maybe if we had a more skilled magical scholar.
Is
Who
there
could
anybody in
decipher?
town that's a mage?
Oh, there's Melinda, the techno wizard.
A techno?
Maybe she can help.
Well, it does have wizard in the name. Well, let's go find her. I want to go find Melinda, the techno wizard.
Melinda,
Grease will tell the kid where she was last.
roughly, yeah. She was at the bar talking with the mayor. They appear to be old friends, giving him shit about his stupid code.
Oh yeah, she did come to the bar.
Yeah, and he goes, "Yes, what was it, kid? Greeks, how are you?"
Yeah. Hi, nice to...
I didn't go.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice to meet you. I was wondering if you could help us with something. We have something of a magical nature. I'm not exactly sure how to handle.
okay.
I figure you could help.
Mhm.
Well, thanks.
Probably.
We're you just have to meet me and my 3 friends in a hotel room.
What a lie.
There will be a large box in the room. Just don't let that put you off. And the large box cannot be opened.
Whatever.
All right, cool. let's go.
While the kid is gone, Greeks is still trying to science this thing, and trying to analyze the patterns to see if they're mathematical at all.
The patterns have a mathematical aspect to them, but it's like seeing one line of code for Windows 10. Like, there's a lot there, and you are seeing snippet.
Okay.
So clearly there's some system at work. There is some intention and thought put into that design, but you're not sure. It's one of those things, like earlier, it's just not making sense.
Gotcha. Well, at least it's not Windows Me.
Yeah, true. It's Windows XP Server Edition. Which too many people are still running. Anyhow, you get in there, or Melinda gets in there and goes, huh, nice box.
Thanks.
It's not the first hotel room I've said that in.
All right. What can we open this?
I don't know.
We need to find out what's inside.
Well, hold on a sec. She pulls out basically a electricity tester with 2 little alligator clips, like puts them on the corner of the box and they like slip off.
Now, Kevin, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is Riffs. Are the alligator clips actually little alligators?
No, they are not,
Damn
because
it.
that's not the kind of wizard she is.
Okay. Are there tiny alligator wizards? Is there a wizard that uses tiny alligators?
Obviously, there is now.
Fuck yes. New character. Kill Kid. I'm done. I'm ready for alligator wizard.
Lizard Mage is an OCC. Okay.
Oh my god, I love this.
She's trying to get a grip on it, and clearly, and at some point she's like, "Ah, damn it!" and just puts the 2. It's like trying to connect a car battery without the little nodules.
Okay.
She just puts one on the gem. And she's like, "I mean, that is technically magic," and the readings on her chart just keep doing a weird thing, and she's like, "That's." So this should be a sine wave. And what
Okay.
you're seeing is a swirling chaotic mess.
So
you
that
don't know either.
means that it'll take a few minutes to open it, or
I think we need someone of a
I hate to bother him. I do have a few friends that know some high magic magi. You'll understand. How do you feel about people who think they're better than you?
I've dealt with them all my life.
yeah, dealt with it before. I'm not.
I just
Used
want to
to.
prepare you before I even send you their way.
Yes, we know. Smile and make them think that they are actually better than us.
Kid doesn't know these people, but he instinctively just looks at Greeks like, would you be good with that? Because
You're just looking at the Greeks
yeah,
like that.
he's asking.
And Greece
Right?
is
You'd
just
be
like sort of
good
kind
with
of
that?
Greece is kind of shaking their head.
No. Oh, all right.
Well, okay.
Most of us are gonna be okay with it.
Well, he's real snooty, but like, and always asks for an exchange. So
Of course,
I don't know what he'll ask for,
whatever he needs.
but you're going to Dwemer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. If you go to the College of Magic and ask for High Wizard Azax,
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
High Wizard Azaxa,
Excuse me.
AXAXA.
Sounds like it did
AX.
sound like he sneezed.
AXA.
A.
Azaxa.
Dexa.
It's high mage.
Not a high mage.
High wizard.
High magus.
High magus.
High magus.
A high magnet.
Ah,
Yeah. So they're the kind of person, like, he's the kind of dude that might know weird things about weird magic from other places. But this isn't from here.
It's from a rift or something?
Probably. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen things from rifts with dimensional signals, but this has a weird reality flux happening.
Okay. I don't really know what that means.
Neither do I, to be honest.
That's good. All right. So
If you want me to
whatever's
gem a
in-
9 volt in it and make it fly, I can do that, but I don't know about this.
no. Actually, would we be able to control it if it flies?
It's a box. I mean, I could build you a drone.
No. I don't mean
No,
like fly
I
on it. I
can-
mean like just like tell it where to go because that would
no,
be
we
convenient.
could just.
No, I mean I have a truck. That's fine too. But all right. Listen. Miranda.
Yeah. Kid?
Was that her name?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Melinda.
Okay.
Melinda.
Melinda, you were testing me. I see.
I just didn't care what people call it.
Melinda, you seem like you kind of know the area at least. Do you know what lies to the north? We believe that whoever attacked our train went north with more of these boxes.
Well, if you go north enough, you hit the lakes. Hold on.
The lakes.
The Great Lakes.
Okay.
So we're like kind of south of what used to be called a Columbus. And there was actually a Fieri. A town called Fieri.
I remember it. It's a flavor town of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've heard tales that it was
but
under the rule of a great king.
I mean, there's Beaver
Wild
Creek
hair.
has like 2 people in it. But there's
Is it like fortresses or like base camps or like military?
so we're like kind of south of
installations or-
what used to be called a Columbus. You're in the Magic Zone, and there was actually a Fieri. Directly north of here, there's no like
I remember-
military bases. This isn't like coalition territory.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean any sort of like organized groups or like larger civilizations that might be militant.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, there's plenty of militant forces all throughout the Magic Zone. You got the Mystic Knights. You've got the True Federation.
Okay.
You've got the Tolkien Revenge Squads. You've got
Right.
so there's been some demon activity lately.
Yeah, there has. And have you heard of anything of what did they look like again, Freya?
Freya will recount what they look like.
All right. It sounds kind of like a weird Skelebot, but it bled, so that's not it.
No, not a Skelebot.
Um,
All right.
I mean, there's black-clad assassins, but they're definitely humanoid.
These things sound like they were like bug, right? Like bug-like. sort
Did they
of
have like
movement.
wings and 4 arms? The answer is no.
No.
Well, they're not psychic. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, I don't want to go in there blind. Maybe Dwemer is the best bet.
I mean,
more
if you're
information.
looking for information, there is a library here. It's mostly of old romance novels and what I like to call page per chapter books,
Oh,
where it's basically people collect a lot of them to feel like they're well read and they're really easy to read, which is nice.
huh. I like that. I like easy to read books.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll take a look. Well, thanks. That's all I had. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyone else have any questions?
Thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. Well,
See ya.
so do you all like take jobs? Does this group take like missions?
Well, we're not really a. I don't. We're not really like a
Or
group.
we can.
We can.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we're all here. Suppose we could.
Okay, so nearby there's this dam that has a hydroelectric power, which I planned when I first got here a couple years ago to convert into a techno wizardry plant. But then I found out the magic fades, so I
Is that
need
like
it to
make
continue
more
being.
techno wizards?
Sure, yes. Let's go with yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a von Neumann machine, and so
I don't know who that is.
he was a famous techno wizard. All right,
Cool.
and there's some things there that have been there. Like I finally wanted to get around to it about 2 months ago, but I couldn't.
Things.
there are
Yeah.
creatures there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Why is this plant important?
Because it could supply a lot of power for when the magic fades from the magic fade.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry if I lost her accent, but I've forgotten it.
Do you know what type of creatures? Can you describe them?
Well, when I saw them, they were about 6 foot tall, kind of furry, with large flat tails, and kind of like a duck face.
Duck-billed platypus?
Duck-billed,
Giant.
yes. I don't know what a platypus is.
That's
And-
because I read page per chapter books.
And do you want these creatures chased away? Killed?
When last time I tried to get close, they just like flipped out and kind of batted their big arms at me and made a lot of thrashing noises, and I just really was not gonna. Anyway, anyone who's from north of here can give me a lore animals.
I don't know
Or-
where I'm from.
You're from a tiny village. This is not a thing you.
I'll
would
say
run
no.
into.
I'll say yeah. We'll say I'm not from that direction. Because I don't know what's north anyway, so that would make sense.
I don't have
rolled a
any lore.
78.
78 out of what did you roll? I'm sorry.
78.
Out of what's your skill?
For animals
Yeah,
or monsters?
animals.
40.
Okay. So you've not heard of these. There was a chance you being from where you're from could have heard of them. And I have forgotten the name of them. I have not forgotten the picture though. I'm just gonna flip through this book, which is entertaining for everybody. So she describes them. They kind of are tall. They are somewhat like duck-billed platypuses, but kind of mean.
Duck-billed platypuses are mean. They're also venomous,
Yep.
which is awesome. Yep, one of their toenails is venomous.
I know there's.
Greeks
a different-
forgot to tell you about the dam. I was Greeks was going to check it out and help.
Well, that's why I said you shouldn't go alone, because they are not small.
Yeah, Greeks was going to ask if y'all wanted to come along.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, least we can do and help keep the lights on, I guess.
So you just need access to this place? Do you
I
want
just
us?
like these things are big, and they kind of like if you could move them along or take them out. I don't know how you operate.
Got it. They just suck, huh?
They're just, I don't know. They eat up some of the fruit. They scare people off from the area, which I
The
guess
knuckle
is kind
fruit?
of they eat some of the knuckle fruit. They
Oh,
forage a lot.
maybe they're just angry because of the knuckle fruit.
Why would they be angry because of the knuckle fruit?
Yeah, Freya.
Yeah.
Why would they be angry because of knuckle fruit?
Well, perhaps it has that sort of effect. Sometimes when people consume certain substances, it makes them change their personality.
I know how drugs work.
So you need us to go to this dam and frighten off these things in order to keep the lights on in the event of a shift here.
Oh, I took a picture. And then she pulls
Okay.
up on her data pad. Doo-doo-doo.
What the fuck?
Oh,
That's not a duckbill platypus at all,
that is
Kevin.
something else.
But
That
isn't
is-
it though?
You liar. Look how cute its little feet are. Oh my goodness, its tail.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love
That
it. It's
is-
got like a crocodile tail, but like completely flat. It's like scaled.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said like 6 feet tall. That was a lie. They are like 20 feet long.
Okay.
Okay.
And they've just been kind of like hanging out in the dam, and I'm worried they might either break the dam, which could flood some places around here,
Is that 20 feet long tail to bill?
Yep.
So they could still be like. That's pretty fucking tall.
Yeah, when they stand,
They
they're
could still
about
be
22
about-
feet tall. Yeah.
Well, they don't stand on the tip of their tail, right?
No, okay.
So they're
So
probably, like, they could be
22 to
about
36
6 or
feet
8
from the
feet
snout to the tip of the tail, 18 to 22 feet standing erect, half the size of weight for young.
Okay.
She says
So
there's
some of
like
the ones that you saw
And
might have been
6
babies.
of them.
And then how many are there?
There were about 6 of them. And I can only imagine what they're doing there. Besides
Did you want
making a lot of
to?
noise.
Did you want to accompany us, or is this something you would like for us to do and then come back and tell you
I
it's done?
mean, I have things I could handle around here if you don't need me along with. So that'd be nice if you could go and handle that.
Sure.
In the morning?
Sure, yeah, I wouldn't do it in the dark.
they
Thank
can
you.
see in the dark and they become ravenous.
I don't actually. I've never been out there at night because I don't really go outside at night because magic zone.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, first thing in the morning then. And we'll get rid of the beaver problem and help you out. Least we can do.
I appreciate that. Be super helpful. So yeah, if you need to crash here, that's perfect. I'll get in contact with the Zaxak, and if anyone can help, that he can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. And she says, "It was great meeting you all. I'll see you tomorrow," and walks out. And oh, go ahead.
So, I'm gonna go sleep on some hay. Oh, I'm gonna go hit the hay. You get it? And I want to point at Peppermint. That was actually a pretty good one. All right,
I'll give it to you this time.
Freya will offer Peppermint the. I'm sure so there are 1 or 2 beds.
Let's say there are 2 beds.
Freya will offer the other bed to Peppermint. I don't know if there's some sort of room for Greeks. I was like, well, okay.
Greeks
Well,
is gonna go to do some research in the library and then like crash in there.
All right. We'll handle this real quick because when you go to the library, it is basically a section of the bar with a bookshelf.
Dope.
In there's just pretty much everything John Grisham ever wrote, a bunch of James Patterson books, a how-to plumbing guide, which is all stuff you already know actually, and a book about woodworking.
Was there romance novels?
There are also romance novels.
You
Those tend to be on the higher shelves.
You see kid trying to get one because he's only 5'3", and he's trying to get one of the romance novels, and he sees you and goes and grabs the one about plumbing and just walks away. like oh, here it is. And he walks away and puts his face shield down.
All right. But yeah, if you want to spend the night reading some books, that's also fun. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, preferably a little less. I don't know. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. I'm going to get snacks.
All right, yeah, we'll be right back. Enjoy the art. And we are back. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Riff's Ballad of Fate. The group spent some time exploring the town of Knuckle Bucket and has heard about inspected the magic box they found. Turns out it's real magic and they don't know a lot about it. They have decided they want to know more and were referred to High Wizard Azaxa in Dwemer, or High Magus Azaxa. Sorry. They're very pretentious. Where were we again? There's where we are in the map. All right. So, the group also agreed to investigate a hydroelectric dam that was being occupied by 20-foot-long beaver monsters.
Duck-billed beaver monsters?
Duck-billed beaver monsters. That sounds wrong enough.
Yes.
In the Rift's world, the word platypus has just been lost to the ages. Doesn't exist. And there were 6 of these things? I think she said 6.
Yes, she said 6.
All right.
6 that she saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I'm just looking up the page for them. It's right here now. Oh boy. All right. So the morning comes. Things were quiet overnight. This place does have like some people around who are armed. Like on the outer walls, there's definitely a small security force, but they are not super well armed. Yeah. Okay. So in the morning, you all head out towards where you were told the dam is. This is part of what is now called the Paint Creek River.
Greeks definitely get some motor oil before they leave.
You stop by the provisioners. They sell it to you cheap enough that you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
Dana Houghton runs the provisioners, so we see that same actress again for the second cameo. All right, the group is able to approach the dam pretty quickly between their gear. How are you getting there? What configurations?
I got my pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bubble ship.
I'll be riding my horse.
Okay.
I have my
Unicorn.
hover cycle.
Nice. Your stolen hover cycle.
Yes. And I tell everyone it's like I need to go. I was able to contact Rohan. They don't like to come into strange towns because they realize the effect they can have. And so I need to meet them and then lead them to where we're going.
Okay.
So I like go off up, to a little bit. I do my thing
Mm-hmm.
and then I cast that spell.
Okay.
And so then Freya comes back on the site on the hover cycle, and then you'll see like hovering above, just kind of like Rohan.
All
Yeah,
right.
Rohan gets here fast every time. That's crazy.
They were waiting.
Oh, okay. Is Freya talking?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. All right. Are you gonna come with us, Freya?
Yes, I have some skills.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever makes you comfortable. All
Yeah,
right.
did we leave first thing in the morning? Because if not, Greeks could soup up the hover cycle and the kids' truck.
That's up to them.
Yeah, you can soup up my truck.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Go ahead.
All right. So you can, because of the limited supplies, I'm going to say that's your real problem here. You can't really soup them up too much. Like, you can't add any new parts. You're just basically aligning them and tuning them and getting them working in a much better condition. It's not like they don't have extra engines that they can let you tinker with, unfortunately. Though, going over the hover bike, you can tell that clearly the starter needs to be replaced. Because someone has just practically torn it out. And there is a locked compartment underneath the seat, which is basically the glove box
Of the stolen hover cycle?
of the hover cycle.
It's got drugs in it.
I didn't say stolen.
Yeah, you did. You said it was
Not
stolen
this
when
time.
it was. Oh, okay.
Got
I mean,
open
now
it?
Greeks
Oh, yeah,
doesn't know that it's not the original. Like,
Gotcha.
Oh, Greeks doesn't know. Okay.
it doesn't
But
have
I
like
won't
a.
open it then.
If you mouse over it, it doesn't say stolen. Like, yeah,
Okay.
Gotcha.
it's
Yeah,
in green.
so
you
Greeks
can
won't
use
open it.
at this point. Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what is?
But could they get enough of a boost to increase their speed?
It can bring it up to about the speed of your pod. If this were in better condition, you might be able to increase it even more. But your pod before the 10% boost that you give it, because your pod is top. You keep it in top condition. But yeah, you can get a little more out of it. This is an electric hover cycle, so it needs to recharge. But it charged well last night, and you can get another 2 hours of use on top of the already 6 hours of use at top operating speeds. If you go lower speeds, you'd be able to get more.
Okay.
All right. So the group is moving along in their vehicles. It's not too far. It's only 4 miles. There's a bit of a road, but it's clear that no one has tended this road. The truck has a little bit of trouble at some points. Give me a pilot automobile or truck.
Okay.
You don't have any piloting?
No. I can't find my character sheet. In my Google Docs, it is not there. So I do not know what happened. But I will roll a 100, and do we just want to sort of guess a number, or just see what I get and say I have no bonuses? I remember how much how much damage my hammer does. That's what I remember. But everything else, I don't.
Was it in your Google Sheets?
It wasn't in my Google Docs.
Did you open Sheets?
I don't know what that means.
It's the spreadsheet program inside
Oh,
Google.
shit, I see it. Wait. I did get 90
also have
and a 0.
That's a 90.
Okay. I probably won't.
Your automobile is 70. So, unfortunately, you do get the thing a bit stuck. And it takes a little longer to, like...
I found it. Thank you.
There you are. Now you're on the sheet. Yeah.
There we
Now,
go.
now the your hover bike, the hover bike is able to pull it out. But
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm not used to my truck going 600,000 miles an hour. How fast are we going? Like, how fast does your thing go?
My thing?
Max is at 100, but you're probably keeping it at 50.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's
Yeah.
like how fast a truck can.
But
Okay.
The truck is going like 25. The horse is more stable, but not as fast.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So eventually, you make your way to the edge of the Pink Creek basin. It's not a huge dam. This isn't like the Hoover. This is a small river that was turned into a small lake and dammed. You can see it's not even, well, it's a little bigger than a small lake. You can see like clear across it to the other side from you're coming over a very small hill. This is part of Ohio, so there's not many hills. And you can see up ahead there is a lot of vegetation. You're in a thick, deciduous forest.
Mm-hmm.
And the forest grows right up to the edge of this lake. It's clear there was a road that used to head up and that there is some infrastructure. So up ahead it looks like there could have been a bridge at one point, but that is entirely gone. And if you park a ways back and look through binoculars, you can see that there are large brown shapes moving in the basin.
How many am I picking up on radar?
Here's the problem with using radar here. You're picking up one or two, but radar doesn't penetrate water, does it? Sonar does. Well, sonar's a form of
No, I
radar.
also have sonar.
Yeah, but you're not in the same water with them. But if you take a minute to stop and look, you can tell that there are at least 4 of them here currently.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Hold on. Rohan's gonna like come down and just kind of like talk a little bit to Freya. Rohan has volunteered to go on ahead and see what impact they have, because the mission is to just get them away. If we have to resort to violence, and we have to, but Rohan is a capable fighter.
So, Rohan's going to try to scare him away?
Or do what they do. And they've advised me to kind of like just keep watch here. And so Freya is just kind of like going to like settle down and just like, and then go fully into Rohan. And Rohan's going to fly over.
All right. So Rohan's going to fly like clearly over the lake where they can be seen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is Rohan's horror factor?
12.
Okay.
A lot. Scurry.
Okay. A surprising number of them made it. Most of them look up at Rohan. One of them just dives down into the water. And the biggest 2 start making this. It sounds a bit like a foghorn and a hiss. as this thing is bellowing at Rohan. It bashes its arms into the water, making enormous splashes.
Rohan bellows back.
Do we get scared? Like, do we have to roll for
Yes.
a horror factor? That's awesome.
You still do.
Do.
Eventually that might stop, but for right now.
Oh, that's right. This is only the second time you've seen them.
I got a 12.
Do we roll a d20 for this?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Alright, the 10 and the 9, you're gonna be taken aback just at the sight of Rohan. At Rohan on display.
I grip my hammer a little bit.
The giant the feathery somewhat beast just starts honking and then shoving its head low and is crawling up onto one of the shores.
Rohan, the one that's being more aggressive and is probably going to attack Rohan will will attack it to like make it an example. So, right, roll the hit or
All right. If he's coming in, he's coming in.
yeah. Okay, so 6 plus 13 is 19.
Yeah, this thing is not super fast, but it moves kind of it doesn't move out of the way. So it will take it to its hide.
Okay, so that's a great roll. 12.
12. All right, Rohan hits it with the sword, and it does damage it. There is a cut and feathers go flying, but it doesn't seem to have done a ton of damage.
Oh, shit.
How high up is Rohan? Well, Rohan flew in.
Yeah.
All right. This thing is going to respond by slamming both of its arms into the ground and then jumping at Rohan.
Okay.
This massive, it's like a bus jumping at it. Yeah, it's gonna do that. So its attack is terrible. Not terrible. There it is.
Should we go, or like, do you guys think we should help?
That
Definitely
is
help.
a 15 to hit.
Can Rohan parry?
Rohan may attempt to parry.
That's a 29 to parry.
So yeah,
Holy
Rohan
shit.
easily gets the sword in between them. Though Rohan is... How tall is Rohan?
8 feet.
Okay. So since Rohan tried to parry it, give me a percentile dice. Because it definitely somewhat made contact.
88.
All right. There was an 80% chance of this happening, but it doesn't happen.
Oh,
Rohan is knocked back into the air, further back into the air. And this thing just looks up with panic in its eyes and honks.
Rohan goes in again.
All right.
And 30.
Yeah, there's no chance of it stopping.
13.
13 more damage.
Yeah.
Again, it's a solid hit. And it moves some feathers. This thing seems tough as hell.
are any of the other ones moving in towards Rohan, like from the water?
One of the other ones is moving in from the water, but it's making loud sound as well. They are not trying to flank in stealth.
We should probably.
So, would someone else like to give me I'm trying to think what would work here. An intelligence check might get me the information that I have in my head. Any kind of animal stuff might help too.
Um,
Can I just roll my IQ, under my IQ?
If you can roll under your IQ on a percentile dice, yes.
I got a 9.
Did you really?
Yes.
Those things are being super loud and very aggressive to try to, like, you've seen when you first came here, you encountered something called swans.
worst things. You have our
Hey,
sympathies.
swans.
They
Here
would
we are.
chase away predators twice their size, just with the aggressiveness and giant noises they can make, and the sheer terror of one breaking your leg. But if you went a certain distance away, they stop chasing you. This is more that kind of behavior. This doesn't seem like a predator. It doesn't have fangs. It doesn't have claws. Well, it has a bit of claws, but not like huge, like gnashing terror claws.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll relay this information. Hey, do y'all know about swans? These things are kind of behaving like swans.
Definitely like swans. Worst creatures next to gooses. Gooses are the worst.
You Greeks, you've never heard of a goose.
No,
What's that?
count
Goose?
yourself lucky. If you think those things are bad, trust me, gooses.
Looking at the plumage, they are very similar to geese feathers.
Goosen feathers. That's how you
Goosen.
pronounce it. Goosen. Feathers of the goosen breed.
The one that's attacking Rohan does have its feathers all ruffled up
So,
and is clearly like the alpha.
so yeah, I know what a swan is. Why?
So
Greek.
they're if we back away, they're not gonna chase us. If we back away to a certain distance.
Freya, does Rohan know that? Can you like contact Rohan?
See, hold on. How does this spell work?
Yeah, are you able to hear me, or is Freya just like standing there like?
Or does Freya pretend to have like a psychic earpiece?
Yeah. Have like a little earpiece going. Yeah, they have like a little earpiece. And yeah, okay, yeah. Freya just sort of like, well, Rohan's willing to be the distraction. Because, I mean, we're supposed to, if we leave, then these things stay. We're supposed to get them away.
Well, if they're fighting us, it's probably because they want the territory, right? I mean, isn't that what you were saying, Greeks? Is that swans will do this to scare you away?
Probably their nest right now.
Is there a way that we could move them to a different place? And I'd rather not kill all these things. We don't have to. In the background, Rohan's like sword fighting one.
Yeah, it is. At one point, the
Breathing.
thing, Rohan flies up and back, and then it just jumps and tackles him to the ground. And then he throws it off, and the thing goes flying into the lake.
It's like there's a Dragon Ball Z fight going on in the background while we're talking about the intricacies
Yeah.
of swan behavior. Well, I mean, if they're here defending something, I mean, what are they defending? Could be like a nest, you think?
Well, they'll find it while Rohan distracts them.
Okay, I guess. This is like a big body of water, right?
Yeah. One of you has a submersible.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Greece
Like-
can go take a look. Guess see if there's like. I mean, is there like eggs anywhere or?
All right, so are you gonna put your submersible in the water? and then use the basically, what is it, a fish finder? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you do that, and you ping the lake. Give me a read sensory equipment. Actually, you would have that at 88% because of your telemechanics, I believe. So yeah, 88%.
11.
Yeah, so you could get a very clear, basically a scan of this entire lake. There are a number of small fish. There's a number of like seaweed type beds that these things appear to be eating in, one of which is not eaten nearly as much and does appear to have some kind of shelled form in it. And then there's like one other very, very small one of these next to it.
I guess I could try to use my tow line and drag and pull the nest away.
Stealing the nest might be might be seen as an act of aggression. Yeah, there's one other down there next to the egg, and one of the other ones seems to be coming, like, you're down there as well, and it seems to be scoping you out.
They're one of the big ones?
It's
Yeah.
not as big as the ones that are fighting. But it is definitely like it gets between you and the nest and like appears large. Your sonar every now and then does this weird blip where this thing is definitely giving off some kind of intense sound wave.
Screaming underwater.
Yeah.
It's making that same noise.
Yeah.
Honking underwater.
Cool.
All right.
Can I talk to Peppermint while we're up here?
Yeah.
Peppermint, do you know anything about like nature and stuff?
Sometimes.
Well, and I don't know anything, but is there like some sort of like plant or thing that might like smell really bad to these things or might smell really, really good to these things? A way to try to get them to go somewhere else?
It's possible, but
Or make
I'm
them
not sure I
abandon
know
the
enough
spot.
about that.
Well, okay, so you give me a lore nature real quick, because
Okay.
you've now heard them compared to geese and swans. That gives you another angle to go at it from.
Gooses.
No.
Yes. This is Rips. So in Rips, the word geese has been lost, and so now they all refer to multiple gooses.
20.
Okay. I'm sure that's well under your percentile. There
Yes, I
are
believe it's
many
40.
things you can do to make geese fuck off. One of which is large predators. Another thing you can do is loud mechanical noises. And flashing lights sometimes will ward geese away from an area.
We could loud mechanical noises, flashing lights,
Well,
or a large predator, but that could be
I
its
feel
own
like that
problem.
would be. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be. I might have some loud noises and bright lights, and I would like to get in my big ugly truck.
Mm-hmm.
And did you say the bridge was out? Right, the bridge is destroyed.
Yeah, it goes about a foot over or 2 feet. Let's say.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to like get up on it, kind of,
Mhm.
so that they would be able to see the lights, and I want to rev the engine and just sort of flash the high beams and like honk the horn, like honking back at them.
Okay, give me an automobile roll.
Automobile roll. Okay, just hold on. I have to find this. Automobile 70. Okay, and I roll a D100, right?
Yes. Why is that
Okay.
not alphabetical? That should be alphabetical.
I got a 10 and a 3.
A 13.
Yes. And
That's
my automobile
excellent.
is 70.
Yes. So you basically make as much noise as this thing can make, going as far as grinding the transmission a bit.
Nice. I'm like peeling out too with the tires, just to make it
it's
awful.
making an awful, god awful racket, and it distracts the thing. And Rohan has clearly got the upper hand on this one, on the big one. The one in the water does seem to be moving back towards the nest. What is anybody doing? Rohan, Freya?
Rohan is still being the aggressive predator, trying to get him away.
Are you trying to kill him?
The thing is, Rohan is an aggressive predator, but not 20 feet tall. Like,
Yeah.
They still think they can.
a thing
Take it.
bigger than them would be more efficient, but y'all don't have like illusion spells. So
No.
Rohan is like throwing this thing around, and it's starting to get like wary of it, but it doesn't seem to be really tiring. It just is like, this isn't working. And it's taken a lot of hits at this point. It's looking like half bad and looking like it might start looking for an exit.
Greeks will flash the searchlight on their
All
craft.
right. Give me any weapon systems or read sensory equipment or your watercraft or your hovercraft.
19.
All right. You make a god awful racket in the water using all kinds of frequencies. You start modulating the channel or the frequency of your subsonic of your sonar to make it physically audible and painful to things. And the things in front of you start like getting out of the water. So that does seem to be working. Two of them seem to be moving away. The one fighting Rohan is going to keep fighting Rohan. The one in front of Greeks is backing away from them and appears to be going towards the nest.
I'll try casting Globe of Daylight and see if it helps.
Absolutely. It just happens. You cast Globe of Daylight, and you move it around, making a weird, like, strobing effect, which seems to also be driving them further away. Excellent work. So I think that will cover all of it. You're kind of between the large thing fighting them, comparatively large, the sounds coming from the two other things, and the lights. These things are starting to take off.
Nice. We did it without killing them.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, but you eventually do, make enough noise to kind of drive them away. The biggest or the smallest one is like very newborn. It doesn't even have like its feathers have barely come in, and the one that's slightly bigger than that is carrying the egg. And occasionally they are throwing trees at y'all.
Oh, okay.
Just like knocking them over in your direction. One of them throws a tree at Johan. Would Johan like to parry or?
Rohan wants to parry the tree.
Yeah. Okay.
Cut it in half.
22.
7. Yeah. Rohan just basically holds his sword and lumber mills it, or holds their sword as it just lumber mills in front of
Awesome.
Rohan.
And then Rohan would like try to like yell and make noise and fluff feathers.
Yeah, the feathers and the shininess have started to really set in beyond the...
Oh, especially the globe of daylight, like, around you, you know what I mean? Could just, like shine off of your horrible body. All the scales and...
Copperiness, yes.
Yeah.
You are still within communication range of Melinda. So if you want to radio Melinda that you've done it, but Peppermint, you know that driving off a beast is generally temporary unless you can set up some kind of permanent thing that makes the area uncomfortable for them.
We'll need to do something more permanent to keep them away.
Like
Like a fence.
Yeah.
I suppose you could, but it'd have to be quite the fence for those things.
Or just some large lights and noises, like speakers.
Yeah, like motion activated. Like if they get near them and it starts flashing and screaming at them. That makes sense.
That would probably work, and it would serve as an alarm for anybody at the dam when something large approaches, I suppose.
Yeah, if somebody comes to sabotage it or something, it'll be basically a constant alarm. But if something shows up and the alarm screams and then it runs away, the alarm turns off. I'm sure a techno wizard could probably do that.
So you radio back to Melinda and let her know?
Yeah. Melinda.
Yeah.
Hi. This is Kid. How you doing?
Kind of slow morning, rough getting out of bed. I have this weird crick in one of my knees.
Oh, okay.
One of my toolboxes fell last night, and so I had to spend like an hour cleaning that up.
Oh, that
So how are
sucks.
you all?
We're doing good. We just scared away all of those big platypus monsters. So,
Cool.
Yeah, and we had an idea, so we scared them away with a bunch of lights and sounds and a big sword.
Oh.
But
I don't have a big sword, but
that's fine. What we think you can do is maybe you can set up some sort of motion activated or something system that if they start to come back, it just starts screaming and flashing lights at them.
Sure, I could do that. That's pretty easy. I mean, that'll just take me this. I do have this old spotlight that I just have to put a bulb in, and if I didn't use a bulb, I instead use.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
So
sorry.
yeah, if you do that, then you should be clear, and the dam should be safe from them.
All right. Thank you very much. Azaxa is I sent a butterfly to Azaxa. They haven't sent back an angry gram, so they probably got there and they accepted it.
All right. That was all gibberish to me, but that's okay. It sounds like you got in touch with them.
Are you familiar with email? Text?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So basically it's a magic email shaped like a butterfly.
Oh.
And if it can't find it, it gets sent back to you by some kind of demon. A mailer demon, if you will.
Why? You know what? Well, no, I'm not worried about that. Okay. Well, we took care of it. So we're good to go then.
All right. Okay, well, thank you all so much. The rest of the group is already started. We, if you want to meet up with them, the security is going to see him out of town. And yeah.
Oh, the rest of the people that were on the train?
Yeah, they also are headed to Dwemer, but
They're probably going to need some cover.
well, yeah, security will meet you and then leave.
Okay.
After your group gets up there. By the way, what do I call your group?
I'm going to look back at everybody.
Freya has like gone off, and like you see Rohan and her meat, because like Freya's
Don't
told
make
you
me
that
come up with the name.
yeah, Rohan, they know that not everyone can handle them. They know what they do to people, and so then and then Freya comes back alone, and it's like I let Rohan know, and they're happy they could have helped, and hit the thing until you got a plan. That's sometimes what they do. And again, they apologize. They know that you are not used to them. So perhaps one day.
I appreciate it. I try to look at him, but I can't look at it for too long. They freak me out. I don't know what it is. Something about their horrible face, I think. And terrible, awful legs. I don't know. But yeah, we appreciate their help. Definitely. Melinda, I don't know what our name is. I don't know. We'll have to get back to you on that one. I don't think we are. I don't know if we're a thing. I don't know what's happening, but we have to get those people to Dwemer safely. So we're on our way back.
Well, good job. I mean, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Take it easy. We'll probably see you on our way out.
All right, you head back. Everyone's ready to go.
I forgot the people we're gonna have to walk them.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
Dwemer.
but
Keep them
that's
safe.
only it's just like one day walking them to Dormer.
We still got the flatbed.
Yeah, you still got
Yep.
the same amount of ways to move, and actually,
Big hunk of metal that we
about-
welded
Yeah.
together.
about 3 people are gonna just like stay in that town for a little bit.
I imagine some of them might be like, oh, well, they had like super healing and stuff too. So
Who had super healing? The
Didn't they get,
juicer's
like-
definitely coming with you and is
Yeah.
walking now.
yeah. Oh my God, really?
Yes,
Holy
they heal
shit!
incredibly fast.
They're like a little less than Wolverine, kind of.
Way less than Wolverine. It's been like a full day though.
Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
They're still always going to have burn scars, but they're
But it's badass, and they're
yeah.
they're a juicer, so they're gonna be like, this is great. All right, then yeah, let's get all the wounded onto the ship and get them to some real hospitals.
For the most part, people don't need hospitals. Everyone kind of get like there's bumps and bruises still. There's a couple of people with crutches or splints, but between Peppermint and the doctor, they got it well covered. One guy turns out he needed his he had gallstones that he needed removed. Another one lady
Had a bad tooth.
had like a minor hernia.
Oof.
But yeah, it's like the people got some care, and the town benefited from having y'all there. The electricity is working much better now, and even during the magic outages, it will be much safer for them now that they will be able to have like floodlights and shit.
Cool. Nice. I like
Good
that.
work.
All right, let's get these people to Dwemer and also see what Dwemer is like.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know
Alright.
anything about that. And also see what horrible things come at us at night when we're trying to walk them there.
Most of the trip is calm. At some point, there is a big prowling beast that is unseen.
And this is why we have our caravan of
Yeah.
survivors.
But it does not appear to come closer. It pings on the radar once, and
Like how big?
like a 10-foot long
Okay.
creature.
Okay.
But it seems to be kind of watching for a little, doesn't see anyone fall behind, and kind of fades away.
Ugh. Oof. Ugh.
The and as the group moves forward far sooner than you would have imagined, it didn't ping on your radar at all, because you're basically, the group walks right up to the feet of it. It is, let's see, a 24-foot tall war machine that it appears to be a 24-foot tall humanoid holding a massive sword. It is made out of iron. All right.
What?
See.
And we didn't see it?
Yeah, it wasn't on your radar. It didn't ping until you were it was basically right on top of you. It looks like give you this.
Whoa.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? Whoa, cool. Oh, he's like in like armor and shit.
I want you to notice the dude at its foot.
That's a small dude.
That's for size.
Yeah.
That is not a small dude.
He's giving him
Oh
a hug.
gosh.
It has a massive two-handed sword, and its eyes glow with fire. And standing on basically what would be its back collar, you hear, "Declare yourselves, travelers, for you have entered the region of Dwemer.
I want to peek my head out of the pickup truck. raise my welding mask. Hi. Hi there. I'm Krogahel Kid. We're coming into Dwemer. I don't know what this is. I'll look back at my... Can you move your guy?
We were on a train traveling to Dwemer. It crashed.
You are survivors of Finnegan's Revenge.
Yes.
One of its engines flew away, but the other one's still locked in there. We have a lot of wounded people.
I will handle that.
Okay.
Travel straight. Do not turn off the path. Turning off the path will lead to problems for you.
Is there like a line or
Follow the path. And as you notice, as the thing moves like to the side, there is a pretty clear road. It's dirt road,
good.
but it has like the little sides carved out. And it leads straight, kind of like a fairy tale road, somewhat.
So do you want us to leave all these people with you? Or
It just starts stomping away off in the direction of the wreck.
all right, I guess we're all just gonna go to the city. Thank you.
As you approach this long dirt road, you come over another little hill, and you see laid out in front of you countryside with small cottages and what looks like Monet painted haystacks.
These are on the sides of the road and not
Yes.
on? Oh no, we're not going there.
You see a little bit past that just the darkest forests you've ever seen. But there are people in these fields, and there's sheep in one of the far off pastures, and you can see overlooking the town massive spires into the sky, this several, let's say 30 stories high, of kind of shaped and in a twisting pattern with bulbs on the top and a massive 20-foot tall wall.
Oh shit.
You can now, for the first time ever, see Dwemer. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Was there a gate?
You got through the first gate,
Oh right.
First gate.
just
First
right
gate.
there.
How many walls does it have?
It has one wall. You didn't make it to the wall yet, but you made it past the first, let's say, checkpoint.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh. That's got to make it really hard to invade if you can only go down that one little dirt road.
That's kind of the point.
Smart. That's smart. Oh,
All
okay. Okay.
But yeah, I have a lot of things I need to handle tonight, so we're going to run a little early tonight. I'm sure no one will mind, especially my sleep schedule.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I went to bed way too late last night.
Yeah. All right.
I like that you let us scare away the creatures instead of kill them. I appreciate that. That was cool.
Basically, those things don't kill. They just, like, batter the shit out of things. Like, if a
Like,
tank
"Get outta
comes up
here."
against them, they will throw that tank. But they won't chase it. Like, that's not their goal.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Platypus smash.
Yeah, I like it.
It's like a 20-foot long platypus geese. Yeah, I have to use that now.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, and don't feel bad because that one techno wizard never heard about platypi.
Platypi?
The multiple of platypus.
Oh.
Uh,
Are they good to eat?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up. Can you eat platypus? Can you make a pie out of platypus? I'm sorry, continue.
I mean, you can. Anyhow. So yeah, that's where we're going to leave it with all of you approaching Dwemer. and having delivered your group of refugees to safety. All right. So,
Hell yeah, man.
thank you all for joining us tonight, and thank you all for playing. So yeah, if you'd like to let us know what else you're up to, where we can find you, and stuff like that, let's start with Peppermint.
Hey everybody, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. I tweet about random things. I have been doing things on Itch lately, and that did not work.
Yeah, we'll get all the commands set up. It's cool. They're not
There you go. The
capitalization. Yeah.
There's all my stuff. There's a couple short, little easy free games on there. The Tag Sisters are on there, and now there is some playtest materials for a game I'm calling. It's for a podcast. It's meant to be for horror, but it doesn't have to be. It's a little investigative game where you play journalists making a podcast. It's free. The playtest materials are free right now unless you want to donate. Other than that, I hope to see you Thursday for the premiere of American Summer. We'll be playing Remember X. It's the first session. It will be a horror game, but the first session is easing into it, getting to know the players and the characters, and so we'll hope to see you then.
Is it set in like the late 80s, early 90s?
Yes, late or mid 80s.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds pretty rad. All right. Up next is, I have to look at the overlay to remember this. Up next is the kid.
Hello, everybody. My name is Evan. You can find me at EvanJennings64 Twitter. Right? I think that's my Twitter.
Yep.
Is that my Twitter? Thank you, Cal.
It's what it says directly beneath you, so yes.
Hey! I'm on there sometimes. Not on social media a whole lot. But I do, the thing I do is I run an evil campaign of D&D 5e, which you can find on a YouTube channel that I'm a part of called Beyond DMH, where you can find my whole campaign sort of out on there. And I also do artwork. I did the line art for all of our characters. If you want to commission me, feel free to contact me via, you DM me on my Twitter if you want. That works too. There's also I have an art Instagram called Art of Zombie Love Juice. You can contact me there. If you want a commission, please do.
All right. Okay. Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. This is Kit Kat, by the way.
Oh my
You can
goodness.
find me
Adorable.
on Twitter at shell_game. So tomorrow night's Wednesday. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll find me on Megardia playing Titans Air. It's a D&D campaign. On Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on Make Believe, I'm playing in the Waverly 98 game, which is a bubble gumshoe, where we're a bunch of teen detectives, and we ended up in the Feywild in the last episode. So,
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. So that's me right now.
All right. Thank you very much. And Greeks.
I'm Ting, and you can find me on Twitter at dting1000. Nothing from me coming up, but I wanted to highlight 2 Kickstarters.
Absolutely.
One for Bolt, and the other is Mnemonic The Waivers Almanac. Both are really cool games.
I have not heard of the second one, but I'm definitely going to check it out. The first one, I think I already back. Trying to remember. But yeah, Bolt seems really awesome, and both those projects seem really cool. Okay, just the art on Mnemonic looks great. Okay, sorry. I just checked over, and that's great art.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks really good.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin. I am Bisonic Kevin on the Twitters. And you can find my wife's knitwear designs on lattesandllamas.com, which I always forgot to put on my llamas.com. And find her knitwear designs, and the Geek Along sweater continues with each week a piece of the pattern is revealed, and everyone's knitting along over on Ravelry. And join in if that's your thing. I don't have anything else going on in the immediate future, so thank you so much for joining us and hanging in with the weirdness. And we'll see you next week. And are we rating
Yep.
or?
We are
All
going
right.
to raid Dice Priority again. We will see you next time, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bum bum bum.